between streams, chat, I've done a little bit of work. I've mostly just done a bit of kind of tidying up down here to try and make this area look a little bit less horrendous. It looked quite bad at the end of the last stream, and mostly that was because it didn't have a floor or walls or anything like that, and we also had wires kind of all over the place. I do still want to kind of redo some of these wires. I think in the end, I'll probably have this like refined storage cable here go under the floor, so it kind of just pops up here as opposed to coming out of the wall here. And we'll do the same thing, I think, with this cable where it kind of comes out of the wall here as opposed to going up across the wall there. I also added a little hatch here, made a bit more room back here to do some work, and kind of rerouted this refined storage cable up and over here. This area is a little bit messy, to say the least, but now all of this stuff is still hooked up, and there are no, cables running across the floor. Previously, we had a cable that was going like around the roof and over to here. I'm not quite sure, chat, and please let me know if there are, but I don't know if there are any, like, cables, not cables, sorry, if there are any covers we can get to cover up refined storage cables and or importers and exporters, because I would very much so like all of this wall to be basalt apart from the machines here. I know we can make a facade for the blue connector, we can cover that up, but I don't know if we can cover up the connectors. If we can, that'd be fantastic. We could move this importer to the bottom of the advanced smelter, and that would work out just fine, but I don't know if there's a way we could cover this up. Either way, this is just a little bit cleaner now. Other than that, everything else is kind of doing just fine. We, of course, in the last stream set up our new caches over here, which have been doing just fine, collecting all of the ingots that we've been processing since the end of the last stream as well. Those have been doing just a-okay. I think as of right now, we are completely out of all of the ores that we specified. Now, what we of course want to do in today's stream is finally hook up our builder, which is doing all of our mining, a few hundred blocks in that direction, to our refined storage system so that all of the things that are being gathered can be sent through, can be processed, and can be stored. But to do that, I think we are going to have to first put down a few more caches, potentially in this wall here, much like we've done over here, but for things like coal, lapis, diamonds, redstone, emeralds, stuff like that, because if we do a quick /back, one of the items that we're of course getting the most of in here is coal. We've got so much coal, we've got so much redstone. We don't really have that many diamonds, but, in general, it probably makes sense to have a cache of diamonds and one for Teslatite as well. Otherwise, our refined storage system is going to get way too full, way too quick. And so, I think we're going to start today, chat, by putting down just a couple more caches. So that should be good to go, chat. We'll do that, of course, to get those all connected up, and then we can just throw down some more basalt to cover that up once again. So hopefully what we should be able to do now is basically grab both our dimensional chests. We're going to put one up here by this importer. So that's going to start pulling in all of the ores. And most of those ores should, and we will craft at least like 6 speed upgrades so we can make a stack upgrade as well. And put that in here so we can start pulling things in faster. But most of the ores that, and also let's grab all this coal. So going forward, we're not actually going to get coal ore, right? Like we're getting coal ore right now because previously we had a silk touch quarry down. Going forward, we're not actually going to get coal ore. And so for now, I'm going to store it in here. We will crush that in the future. But yeah, most of the ores, like the iron and whatnot, and the osmium should end up getting processed downstairs. And as soon as we hook up the new RF Tools builder that's in quarry mode right now, we should start getting through, more coal and whatnot. Okay, so we should now have what it takes, chat, to make a stack upgrade. Just as soon as we make 5 pieces of sugar. Beautiful. There we go. And then if we throw that in with the 2 speed upgrades, we should hopefully see most of those ores getting pulled in nice and fast. There we go. And hopefully we have the space for it. It looks like we do. Again, most of that stuff is going to get exported to be smelted down here, or processed at least. And then after that, all of the resultant ingots should end up in their respective bins over here. And so eventually they shouldn't take up any space in the refined storage system. So over time, we should see this number kind of gradually go back down, as you can see is happening right there. So now, chat, all we need to do is we need to do a quick /back over to our builder. I think, chat, if we just break this, it's going to spew some items around. But then if we throw down the dimensional chest like so, and then begin just kind of dumping this stuff back in, the system should be fast enough to kind of pull it all out and into its respective locations. Again, we did set the priority of the disk drives themselves to low, so all of this coal and all the redstone and stuff should go directly into the new bins that we placed down. Ideally. And hopefully going forward, we're just going to slowly but surely fill up on resources. We do, of course, still have to, like, you'll see that it stopped pulling things out. I believe the reason for that is that despite the fact that eventually all of the ores are not going to take up any space in the system because they're going to get smelted into ingots and then placed downstairs, right now, while they're still in ore form and while there's no space over in our ore tripling system, like right now this is completely full. Right now it's not able to do that. But I think we should be able to throw in potentially at least one more speed upgrade in here. We need to keep an eye on the oxygen, but we did speed up the electrolytic separator, which, again, as of now, seems to be holding... I was going to say holding somewhat steady, but it does seem to be on a very slight decline. Oh, no, it seems to be holding somewhat steady. Again, this... no, it's on a slight decline. This thing is using 1,280 redstone flux per tick, but again, we are producing 20,000. So let's put in another... How many are we at? We have 6? We're at 6. Let's put another one in the electrolytic separator. That's going to take it up to 2,560 redstone flux per tick. Again, not a problem given the amount of power we are producing. It does mean that a very large amount of our power is going directly to just processing the water here, but that should be fine. And ideally, I'd put another one in. Ideally, we want to get this up to 8 to really speed this up. I believe this guy is already at 8, and the same is, I hope, true for this guy as well. Yeah, so these two are fully sped up. Not quite sure why that silver's not being pulled in. Again, it could maybe be due to a lack of speed upgrades. Let's make at least one more here. We're missing sugar. We should really teach our system how to make sugar, because we have the sugarcane. It's just not in sugar form. There is also, of course, now the ever-present problem that our system is full. So, you know what? Let me turn this off. So only work with the redstone signal. So it's going to stop pulling things in. And then let's, for now, actually, all this coal can come out. That's going to free up quite a bit of space. But I think maybe we should look at making some bigger disk drives as well. Maybe make much bigger drives. Yeah, that would be nice. Let's have a look at disk. What do we need for bigger disks? So we can go up to 64K. Unfortunately, we don't have reborn storage, so we can't get the ludicrously big drives. But we could look at some of these ones, which do require, you know, processor binding, silicon, diamond, redstone, etc. But other than that, are not too bad. So I think, chap, what we might do, or what I think we probably should do, is I think we should make more dissolution chambers. We do keep running into the issue where we have like leftover lava in here. Right now, I think we only have 3 different fluids. We have lava for the silicon. We have pink slime for making the pink slime balls. And then we have essence for making the processor binding here. And then this one also requires pink slime. So I think if we get 2 more dissolution chambers and have one dedicated to each of the liquids, one for lava, one for pink slime, and one for essence, that's not only going to stop us from backing up going forward, but it's also going to make it faster for us to make things as well, right? Because if we need both silicon and processor binding, right now, our system has to wait and has to, you know, go through all of the recipes in this one dissolution chamber, and then also runs into the issue of getting stuck every now and again. Whereas if we had 3 of them, I think we could make life a whole heck of a lot easier. And at that point, we could potentially teach our system how to make a 64K storage drive, and then just request one of those be made, or multiple of those be made, to put into our disk drive here. But yeah, let's see. What do we need for more dissolution chambers? Do we have what it takes? We do need more pity machine frames, which I think I taught my system how to make. I definitely didn't. Okay. We taught it how to make the higher tier here. I think we probably can teach it how to make the pity machine frames. Yeah, these are not too bad at all. Our system currently doesn't know how to make compressed iron, but I think that's fine. I can manually make a little bit of compressed iron here. It's just refined iron in the old compressor, which I think as of right now, we do actually have over here. Yeah, we do. We used it in the last stream. So other than that, everything there looks very doable. So we'll just whack this disc in like over here. Grab some compressed iron. And then at that point, maybe we can request a pity machine frame. Yeah, it's missing 4 plastic. I guess we can also, while we're at it, teach our system how to make plastic from plastic sheets. And to go all the way, we might as well teach it how to make the plastic sheets from plastic pellets as well. And then throw those in if we have enough space over here. And of course, we don't have enough space. We are but 1 piece away. For now, I'm going to take out this pattern because we're not making these anytime soon. And then now if I go back for the machine frame and click begin. Okay. So that's not working. Which is odd. That one works. That one doesn't work. That one works. That one doesn't work. Hold on. It worked a second ago, right? If I take the plastic out, now it works. But if it knows how to make plastic, then it doesn't work. What if I request the plastic ahead of time? Can I make full plastic? I can't make plastic. Okay. I assume if I make the plastic manually, that I can then request the machine frame? Yeah. That's weird. Alright, so that is done. And I guess we need 2 of them, right? 2 of these pity machine frames if we're going to get 2 dissolution chambers. So we're missing 2 purple alloy and 1 compressed iron ingot. That is perfectly fine, chat. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll grab 1 red alloy and 1... I think we'll have to request 1 blue. Oh, no, wait, sure, we already have 1. Perfect. Throw both those in there. Once that's done, that should get pulled back right into the system. And then we already have more compressed iron ready to go, which is fantastic. And at that point, chat, getting 2 more dissolution chambers really shouldn't be too difficult for us, I don't think. Yeah, so now I think all we'll do, to start with here, we'll just put down the 3 dissolution chambers, like right next to each other here. And then we've always got space for more in the future if we... more space for more machines, I guess, if we want to add more. Or even more space for more dissolution chambers, if we want as well, right? We could add even more. That would also work. So we'll do lava in the left one. We will do pink slime in the second one, which is both of these. And then we'll do... Oh, no, it's both of these. And then we'll do essence in the final one, like that. So on the back here, all we need to do is, first of all, probably move this cable a bit. And again, I think we can actually... Can you not pop those off with the wrench? I thought you could. Yeah, we'll just go up and around, I think, like this. That's going to free up this bottom slot here for some more blue connectors, of which we're going to need 2 more. 1 more. And then, of course, we'll just use our standard network cable to connect that up like so. And, yeah, hopefully this works out quite well. We will probably end up changing the current patterns. I know I just put them in, but we'll probably change these because I think what we're going to do is we're just going to have certain liquids permanently exported, right? So let me grab all of these. I'm going to change these so they don't require liquids. Because I don't want the refined storage doing the liquid inputting. I don't think. I think we're just going to have it all running through... That's a good point, actually, Isaac. How do I want to do this? Because I think refined storage does need to be the way we do it, now that I think about it. I think what we're going to do, we're going to get 3 exporters. We're going to have the 3 exporters permanently export the liquids. And then we'll change the crafting recipes. I think that's going to work just fine. I'm going to set these to, extract. And the reason I'm setting these up right now is because we need to get... I want to request those 3 exporters. And we need our system online to get those exporters because we need the improved and basic processors. I think both of which our system knows how to make. Wait, it doesn't? Oh, no, it does, but this is now no longer connected. There we go. Okay, let's try that again. Exporter. Give me 3 of those, please. Begin. And again, I think for now, the system down here is still going to be just as janky as ever. But hopefully, we can fix that fairly soon here. We're very close to that, I hope. Do you really need permanently exported liquids? It's the whole point of having 3 dissolution chambers, yeah. Because otherwise, we end up with a system like this. Like, the whole point of having 3 is that we can have this one always full of lava, this one always full of pink slime, and this one always full of essence. Because if we don't, and if we try and do it through refined storage, we end up with a system like this, where it doesn't put everything in. It puts in, like, just it leaves lava in there and then doesn't put the silicon in correctly. Okay, so hopefully our exporters are done. They are indeed. Perfect. So we're going to have all of these set to fluid mode. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move these. I was going to say move the XNet connectors, but we've already set the XNet connectors up. So in a somewhat janky fashion, I instead think that we're going to put the exporters on the bottom. Like this. There we go. And then if we grab our bucket here, or a bucket here, we're going to have one export lava, one export essence, and one export pink slime, all of which we have in abundance. At this point, we really don't have, you know, a lack of any of those. We have essence right there. We have lava right here. And then we have the pink slime right about there. Perfect. All right. And that should keep all of those full, at which point we can then change the patterns, and hopefully things are going to run a lot smoother going forward. So lava, I think it's pink slime there, and then essence, yeah, essence in here. All these do need to be set to fluid mode, actually, before I do that. So try that again, fluid, and fluid. There we go. Now we might have to make sure that the fluid slot is set to input on the bottom, but it should be by default, I think. I guess we'll set it to pull. Yeah, we'll set it to pull, like that. And hopefully that... You shouldn't have pink slime in you. You should have essence in you. Let me check that I didn't mess that up. No, I didn't. I don't know why that has pink slime in it. That is bizarre. Why of all of these? Oh, I know why, chat. I know why. We moved the thingamajig and I didn't set it to fluid mode. The external storage down here is set to item mode. There we go. And then now that should hopefully work. Yeah, perfect. All right. So once again, let's grab all of these and let's change these to not require liquids. Now, people have told me that we can edit these without having to actually... Is this full? It is full. We can edit these without having to fully redo them. If we put them here, we can go over to fluids and then we can shift left click to get rid of that and then re-encode. So now it's one silicon wafer equals one silicon. We can do the same here. Shift left click, re-encode. Re-encode. Make sure you re-encode. And shift left click, re-encode. So now those should all be the exact same, but without the requirement of fluids. At which point, back down here, if we put those back in, hopefully this is going to run somewhat more smoothly going forward. So now, chat, the final piece of the puzzle here is to request one more crafter, if we can, which again, hopefully should get made this time without any hiccups. Hopefully. I guess we'll find out soon if we fix the problem. But then we're going to teach our system how to craft. I think we might try and go straight in for 64K storage disks, because they don't seem too bad. They do require quite a bit of quartz enriched iron, but we do have that being made automatically for us, so I think we might be okay. And it's not really that many crafts either. I don't know if it already knows how to make any of the storage parts. It doesn't. Okay, so we're going to go all the way down to the 1K variants here. Like that. And I think that should be fine. So long as we have that crafter, which actually was crafted without any hiccups. Very nice indeed. We're going to put that, I guess, like right... Not there. Here. And then let's see. So if I request a 64K storage disk, can I do that? It would appear so. We do need to craft 160 silicon, which could take a little while. But again, hopefully everything just works as intended here. How is our system over here doing? It's actually done, which is surprising. I think we probably want to add a few more ores to the list. Like right now, things like... but then again, I don't think all of these can be processed, right? I don't think bauxite can be tripled. Oh no, it totally can. It gets turned into aluminum. I seem to remember that one of these couldn't, but it seems like bauxite and zinc definitely can. I think we are going to have to get a second export card. I don't think you can add capacity upgrades, although I could be wrong on that. Does anybody know if refined storage has like a capacity card that allows us to add more like items to the list here? I guess we could just add bauxite and zinc manually for now. But if we have more than bauxite and zinc, we might have to get another exporter, which would be fine. We could put it on the left, I guess. Again, our machines are not super fast. They might need to be faster. I think someone did say that we need multiple crushing factories and smelting factories if we're going to have one fully upgraded purifying factory, which we do almost have now. Is this holding up? Yeah, it's holding up just fine. But again, speeding this up now wouldn't help because this is the bottleneck. We could make an elite one. That's very true, actually. I completely forgot that we can upgrade these, right? You know what? Sure. Let's go ahead and upgrade both of these to their elite versions, thus allowing them to smelt up, I believe, 7 at a time. And we could even take it one step further, I guess, and maybe go with ultimate as well. But we'll start with the crushing factory. Just make elite installers. Oh, elite tier installer. Is that cheaper? I guess technically not, but like it's a piece of wood more expensive. So like I guess in the long run it is so it is the same price. I did not know those existed, but thank you. I'll put these back down then and let them keep working away while we make the installers. Our 64K disc though, chat, is done, so we can go and throw that in. We are waiting for that disc, that other advanced processor, which I think is also done. So we should be able to make a disk drive, and then hopefully more than double or even triple our storage, because previously we were holding 23,000 max. Now we can hold up to like 90,000, which is very nice indeed. All right, we should now also have what it takes to make those 2 elite installers. There we go. And we'll throw those in down here. Boom. So now those can smelt up to 7 at a time. We could even, I guess, if we wanted to, take it one step further and get 2 ultimate installers and really pump this up even further. I actually didn't know you could go further than elite. I guess ultimate does 9. We do need to make sure our second disk drive is set to low priority. That is also true. Thank you, chat. Let's prioritize that at -10. Take the machine that redirects all of your items from disks to other ones / bins. It's called like a disk manipulator, right? This guy? I guess we could do, right? There we go. So the disk manipulator here, I believe, allows us, and we'll put it here for now. I think all it does is it takes what's in a disk and puts it like back in the system. So like if I take this 1K disk and put it in here, it's going to pull everything out of there. Now it is, as of right now, very, 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 very slow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all these disks back in, and I'll actually take this out for a second. Let me get some speed upgrades. And in fact, for now, I'm going to just nab some out of here, I think, to hopefully make this guy a bit faster. But yeah, if we grab all of these and we put our disks through here, what it should do, I believe, oh, it's just slow, is it's going to move everything out of that disk to where it's supposed to go. So like what we're basically doing here is if we have like, for example, some redstone in one of these disks, it's going to take it out, and hopefully when we run it through, it's going to pull it in over there. We can try the stack upgrade as well. I don't know if the stack upgrade is going to help at all, but oh yeah, that helps tremendously. Okay, beautiful. Yeah, I guess we might as well, right? So we can shift click these then to create disk housing, as well as get the storage parts back, which we could then use to request more 64K drives. Not that I think we necessarily need that much storage, like, multiple 64K drives at the moment, but when we do need them, we'll have that ready to go. And yeah, we should have significantly fewer items in our disk drives now. You can see already, like, before we had like 24,000 items in it. Now that we've successfully managed to filter out everything that's supposed to be in bins, like all of our redstone, we had like, 1,000, or we had like a few hundred in here before. So before we had like 3,000 redstone in the system that should have been in a bin. But yeah, we've managed to take like 10,000 or maybe like 8,000 items out of here and send them to where they're supposed to go, which has freed up a nice amount of space, which is very nice indeed. So we'll put all those speed upgrades back in over here. There we go. That's going to start pulling all those guys back out nice and fast, and it's going to start once again filling up our disk drive, but that's fine. For now, I'll stick the storage, the disk manipulator back in the system. I don't think we need to be carrying that around with us. You know, we don't need it down all the time. Not at all. But yeah, this is working out quite nicely. I think I will, once again, chat, grab some enriched diamond and put that back into the crafting slot. Or back into the exporter with the crafting card. So that we can start automatically exporting diamond again. Because up until now, we keep running out of diamond essence. And thus our auto-crafting kind of gets bunged up. But if we do that, that should hopefully keep that full up there. It is going to use quite a few of our diamonds, but I think that's fine. We're hopefully getting them in fast enough now through our dimensional chest to where hopefully that's not an issue. And now we're just going to hopefully slowly but surely build up on all of our resources until eventually we get enough for the ultimate tier of solar panel. Ideally. We should, I think, if we can, which I think we will be able to, by the way, I think we should upgrade these bottom two here to ultimate factories, because it seems like they are still the bottleneck here. Oxygen does also appear to be a bottleneck. Oh no, power appears to be a bottleneck. Which shouldn't... Oh no, okay, I understand what's happening here, I think. I think we need to upgrade our energy cell. Our energy cell here can only input and output 5,000 redstone flux per tick. And so I'm assuming I can use the conversion card on that guy. Like, as opposed to picking him up, right? I'm assuming I can make the ultimate tier installer. And then just use it on my energy cube. Because right now what's happening is we can only transfer 5,000 hour per tick into here, and all of our machines are using the quantum entangler. And given that our electrolytic separator specifically is using 2,500 redstone flux per tick, that combined with all of the other stuff in the system, including 600 redstone flux per tick in just the refined storage system, is probably meaning that we're not transferring fast enough right now. So hopefully, if we can get, a couple more of these guys going, and again, we should probably get some more speed upgrades in there if we can. And energy upgrades while we're at it. I think we can turn auto sort off, or on even. Alright, I assume at that point I can do this and this. So now it can transfer 20,000 redstone flux per tick. And yeah, now you can see we're actually gaining power again inside the quantum entangler porter, which is fantastic. And the power should be being moved out of here, which is good. And hopefully this is now back and filling up on oxygen. Yeah, this is slowly but surely creeping back up on power. And once it's back up to full, I'm hoping we see this go up. It is quite possible that we might still yet need to make the electrolytic separator even faster, which is going to bump that up once again to 5,000 redstone flux per tick, 5,112. That is enough. But boy, is it a lot of power for one machine. So hopefully 2 more of those. Fantastic. And we'll throw those down over here. And hopefully that's... oh yeah, look at that. Look at that, chat. Beautiful. We got 9 slots worth of space. So hopefully now these are going at least a little bit faster. Might also be worth turning auto sort on. Like right now, we're not getting things fast enough through here. Yeah, let's turn the auto sort on. I think we could probably do it up here as well, because it looks like this one also is potentially going to run into the same issue. But if we turn auto sort on, that's going to make it a bit faster. It does make it harder for certain items to get out of here. Like you'll see this aluminum clump is kind of getting stuck until, we've kind of run through all of some of the other resources. But I think that's fine. Probably. I think it does... It at the end of the day, it's still faster smelting. So I think that's probably okay. It does look like our ores are getting taken care of fairly quickly. And maybe, just maybe, we can put one more speed upgrade in there now and still not run out of oxygen. Now that we're using... we don't have the power. No, what is happening there? I don't think it's an XNet problem. I'm fairly... Like, XNet's fine. The problem is... oh, no, you might be right, actually. Yeah, no. You are totally right. my bad. The connector down here that we have is a basic connector, which can only transfer 10,000 hours per tick. No, we don't need a better reactor. The reactor, you'll see, is full of power. The problem is that we need to upgrade our connector. We need to make our second advanced connector here. We made one of these before. All we need to, like right now, this can only transfer 10,000 hours per tick into here. If we do something like that, and then put that down right there, we'll end this energy cube again. Hopefully, if we head on over and re-enable that, so create and insert, that should now be able to do up to 100,000 redstone flux. Yeah, there we go. All right, now we're getting power again. Okay, I was going to say, it seemed unlikely that we were using more than 20,000 redstone flux. I think we might be close, chat, because we're using almost 10,000 just in that doubling or tripling system downstairs. But yeah, this is now doing fine because now it can transfer the full... Now it's receiving the full power from here, which is why this guy is now empty. So now the bottleneck for how fast we're getting power is the reactor. But you'll see that we are still gaining power here, which is good. So we are currently making more power than we're using, which is fantastic. We are, however, once again... Wait, why are you not getting power fast enough? Like, don't get me wrong, it needs a lot of power. It uses 5,000 redstone flux per tick, but it doesn't use more than 10,000. We could give it a higher priority, and at that point, it might get power before other machines. Yeah, but again, I think we should have power. We should have enough power anyway, I think, but either way. It does look like we're also slowly but surely gaining oxygen, I think. Again, it is a little hard to tell, but I think it is. I think we are gaining. Again, if I turn it off and then, oh, maybe not. Maybe we're slowly losing oxygen. Yeah. Okay, let's take that last speed upgrade out again, then I guess. Yeah, there we go. All right, I guess that's the max speed we can do for that for now. Without, I mean, again, we could add yet another speed upgrade to the electrolytic separator, which is currently at 5 out of 8, and that would take it up to 1,024 redstone flux. Sorry, 10,024 redstone flux per tick, which would be a little insane. So we should have what it takes to make a core, and then from there we should have what it takes to make the gas spreading generator. Potentially, this is going to allow us to offset some of the large amount of power that our electrolytic separator is using. If we put it down kind of just like right... I'll put it down like, maybe like right here. So that's going to fill up. And right now it says it's producing nothing, but that's because it doesn't have a place to send its power. Let's make a new connector. I assume it's not going to produce more than 10,000 hours per tick, but I guess we'll find out in just a second. And then we'll just put that there. And if we head up, we should be able to configure that to... extract. And I'll set it to priority 5, so it pulls from there before it pulls from the reactor. Just because, again, that's like free power that we're already making. I'm a fool. It needs to be set to extract. There we go. So now it should be pulling. And we'll get an idea of like how much power it's producing. It's producing 10,000 redstone flux per tick. Nice. Which is maxing out this here. Yeah, so we are running out of hydrogen quite quickly. And that's going to bring down the power rate quite substantively as well. But it's still free power, though. There's no reason not to use it, I guess. Yeah, so now it's kind of hovering around 1.8 thousand hours per tick. All right, nice. Yeah, I guess that's just like a free 1,680 redstone flux per tick. Nice. Is that set to redstone flux, not EU? Yeah, it is. Nice. Okie dokie. All right. Do we have any uranium yet? We do not. That is unfortunate, chat. It's very unfortunate. We don't seem to be getting a lot of uranium, which is very odd. We were getting it quite regularly before. I do hope the builder is set up to obtain uranium. Do you think the builder isn't collecting uranium? I think it's possible. I don't know why it wouldn't be. We filtered it to collect all forge ores, which is the same thing that we did for the builder. Like, we turn this off temporarily. Like, the filter here just says forge ores. Like, and uranite falls under the forge ores category. You know, we can add one specific, like add an extra filter specifically for forge ores. I didn't filter it out. No, you can see the filter here. The filter is just for forge ores, which should include uranite. Maybe it's not as plentiful as I was imagining, or maybe it's, I don't know. Yeah, no, there's definitely uranium here, is the thing. I don't know why. I mean, obviously with the miner, we are like digging straight for it. But I mean, it did work. I'm going to stop that temporarily. I'll leave the builder here. I'm going to do a quick /home and hopefully not get hit by these zombies in the next 3 seconds. Gosh dang it, you can never win. It's the wrong button. Chat. /home. Thank you. Isaac, you shouldn't blacklist uranite? I didn't blacklist anything. The only thing I did with the RF Tools builder filter is whitelist all forge ores. That's all I did. No blacklisting was done. All that happened was that the forge ores were set to whitelist. I have since added the, again, if we take a look here, I have since added uranite specifically to the whitelist. Like previously, all we had was this line here. Now we've got this line here as well. This is new. I've just added this. So we'll see if this works. It's possible that there's some kind of issue maybe with, I don't know if anyone who has played this pack has used the builder to mine uranite. Because I'm wondering if it's something to do with like the fortune add-on maybe, or something to do with the way that it's mined. Because like previously with the RF tool, with the digital miner, sorry, we were using silk touch mode, so we were pulling out the uranium ore like directly, whereas now we're mining it with like a silk touch pick, which could be causing an issue. Maybe the builder just like destroys the uranium ore. That would seem odd, but maybe. Maybe place a block inside the area it's mining and see if it picks it up. We could put down some uranium, right? See if it works. Okay, so that uranium is definitely in that box. Like 100%. Doesn't mine it, chat. It doesn't mine it. It does not mine the uranium. Hold on. Yeah, that works perfectly fine. What about that filter? With that filter, it's going to pick up all kinds of trash, right? Like cobblestone and dirt, and I mean, it might work. Like, you thinking if we just use no filter? Yeah, I mean, it grabs it. But it also grabs like all the grass as well, which we don't want. So that did work, and I'm assuming if we go back now, it's there. Yeah, so like that did work. So it can work. I'm not gonna do an extended blacklist. That seems like a terrible idea. We could obviously blacklist every item that's not an ore or that's not any of the ores that we want, but that would there are so many items that would make like no sense. I think that's a bug, and hopefully that can be ironed out. So I think I will see if we can't get that ironed out via like a pack update or like a config tweak or something. See if that can get fixed. It might also be like a mod update, maybe it's RF Tools that's causing the issue here. I'm not quite sure, but we'll see if we can get that fixed, so that hopefully we can start mining some more of this uraninite. Because again, it did seem very odd that we weren't getting any, and we were just kind of slowly running out of uranium for our reactor.